Good. What's good, everyone? So, you guys see the title. I'm about to speak on this. I want to talk about this right here. Because, like I said, Saturn's in Pisces right now. And I keep bringing that shit up because that shit's hella important. Because this Saturn in Pisces marks the beginning of the end. And when I say the end, I don't mean the end of what you guys think, like it's the end, like there's no more time and space, or not that type of end. I'm talking about the end of the people having a chance. Because right now, after once Saturn leaves Pisces, is no more chances. Actually, Saturn in Pisces right now, there's no more chances. It's pretty much too late to wake up. The government, the shadow government, the Illuminati, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they pretty much have won right now. Saturn and Pisces pretty much mark they. Well, I'm not saying that they can win. Like, we can't take this shit over. Like, we still have a chance to take this shit over, and their plans aren't really like, they're really not on like right now. As a humanity, we should be in a more enslaved state. As much fucked up as it is right now, we should be in a more enslaved state. But these people, these Masons, since they're so fucking retarded and they don't even know how to run a fucking system, they can't even stay on track. So we still have a chance, but Saturn in Pisces, if we don't get it right now, then it's a wrap. That's what I'm telling you guys. This is why they're talking about aliens and AI, is because this is the last days. When they start talking about AI, and I'm not saying AI doesn't exist, because we obviously know it exists, but when I say AI, I'm talking like they're talking about it as if you have a choice in if it's going to be here or not. First of all, AI is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. If not, it's about to be. Yo stupid ass ain't about to do some fucking like strike or some shit and about to stop niggas from making money. So you're an idiot if you're talking about, oh, why are they bringing AI and why they shut your dumb ass up, nigga. First of all, if you want to comply, I'm not saying I'm for or against the shit. What I am against is the government using AI. But what I have to say is, all these niggas talking about is a problem with AI, but yet they complain about having to do things that they don't want to do. Not to mention they use a microwave, they use a calculator, they use a computer, which is all small forms of AI. But then they complain about AI. So it doesn't make any sense. This is why you have all these stupid ass niggas out here who they think they know what they're talking about, but they don't. I don't say I know, like, well, I'm not gonna speak no negativity into my existence. But yeah. Anyone who's not talking about running their own system is not about shit. The first thing you need to do before you run a system is you got to get your money up. You got to have your business, and you have to establish something within their system. So you have to use their business to obtain money, and then you use your money against them. Anytime you make a lot of money in this system, you use it against Babylon. I'm going to stress that, and I'm going to repeat that. Anytime you make money in the system, you try your best to use it against Babylon. You take their fiat currency, you make your millions, and you build your own system, and you rebel against them in a professional, in a systematic way. That's what you're supposed to do. Anytime you use their money against them and you don't pay into their programs and their system, they don't like that. So this is why you really want to do that. You don't want to ever support this system, because this system is nothing. You never want to support it. Always do your best to dismantle the system. On the negative end, that's being a criminal. You don't want to be no criminal. You want to do it on a positive end. Make your money. Maybe you have to pay your taxes so you can shut them the fuck up and not get in trouble. But then you take your money and you build a system and you speak out against it. Like how I'm talking shit about these aliens. Aliens is fake. Aliens ain't true. They don't like that because aliens and pretty much aliens is pretty much their last attempt to get control of the people's it's like their last attempt of fooling the people. Like the people don't believe anything the government has to say. If you think about it, like anything the government says, the people don't believe. But when they talk about aliens, all of a sudden everybody wants to take advice from the government. Does that make any fucking sense? How is it when the government says go to timeout? There's a virus. You can't stay outside or we're gonna take your ass to jail. They say that, you want to say, well, they don't know what they're talking about. Who the fuck is the government to tell? They're stupid. They don't know about health. They don't know about the human body. How can they tell it? But at the same time, when these niggas talk about fucking aliens, yo stupid ass, see the government, they're disclosing it. See how the government's disclosing it? Why do you care if the government's disclosing it? I thought they're not credible. I thought it's not a credible source based on the pandemic and all the hell that they put us through. You fucking idiot. But now you're begging the government to acknowledge aliens. Please acknowledge aliens. These niggas sound like some bitches begging the government, please acknowledge aliens so people can take it serious. As if you knew about aliens before a Mason or some government educational program told you. Like you knew about aliens before that. Don't sit there and tell me you knew about aliens before you seen a cartoon, before you seen it on TV, before you read about it in a book, or some Mason or some program created by the government told you. That's how you know about aliens. You didn't know about it but anywhere else. And all you stupid niggas talk about, well, I dreamed an alien. Bitch, that's your imagination. Kids imagine fucking monsters under the bed. Is there a fucking monster under the bed? Let's grow the fuck up here. Don't sit there and bring that. Oh, in the astral realm, I seen that. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Come to fucking reality, because at the end of the day, nigga, I can close my eyes right now and I can think of something. I'm in a fucking forest right now. I'm running. Is that, am I gonna say that's real? No, bitch, it's an imagination. You had an imagination. There's different levels of the intensity of the imagination. If you take something like shrooms, you're intensifying what we do every day, every second. Right now, I'm thinking about a house. If I was on shrooms, I'm gonna feel like I'm in a house and I'm gonna start seeing things. I'm doing what I'm doing, but with a more intense effect. That's what shrooms and all these other fucking hallucinogens and these meditations do. They magnify what we do already right now. Dumb fuck. So don't tell me what you've seen in your imagination, because I don't give a fuck about that. Because at the end of the day, what the fuck has your imagination done? All these niggas talk about, oh, I took all this DMT, or I seen this alien and they abducted me. Why the fuck would they want to abduct your stinky, smelly fucking human ass? Smelling like shit, spit, piss, fucking just body odor. Why the fuck would they want to kidnap you, nigga? You fucking a disgusting, stupid fucking human. What do they need to kidnap you for? For what? You're an idiot. You're dumb. You have no intellect. And you stink because you're a fucking human. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. And if they wanted to know something about you, why would they need to fucking kidnap? Wouldn't you think they would have already kidnapped human beings thousands of years ago, or a million years ago, or 50 years ago? Why the fuck they need to kidnap you in 2023? Fucking retarded. Stupid ass. Niggas are stupid. I swear, if I hear a motherfucker talk about an alien abducted them or some aliens, I swear I'm about to cuss them the fuck out. I swear I'll cuss a motherfucker out, like for real. I'll get really disrespectful. Like I just can't do it no more, man. Like people are just fucking dumb. The only problem we have in this world at this moment is ignorant people. That's the only problem. Not no government, not no whatever, because that's always going to be there. You can't get mad at a lion when you put meat on the fucking ground and you leave it there and he eats it. He's a fucking lion. Don't leave the meat. The government, they're going to do what they're going to do. No negotiating. They're operating on a demonic AI type intelligence. They can't get out of their ego. They're going to do what they're going to do. Okay, we understand that. So why don't the people not give it energy? So this is why I say it's the people's fault, because the people is allowing this shit to fucking go on. And even if we wake the fuck up and we don't participate in their system, and even if they kill us, who gives a fuck? Because at least we died going out the right way. So when we die, we come back, we make a better body, we'll be in a better reality, better situation, a better body, because we went out with a purpose. We didn't just go out on some bullshit. Ain't no UFO. And if you ever see something that looks like a UFO, that's a government technology. That's a government craft that they made and then created. And notice how every single alien video or alien, just fucking alien type of shit they show on YouTube, notice how the way it's done is so professional. They try to they'll put like it's like a Hollywood movie. Like when you watch a Hollywood movie, you see how it's professional, and in the way they have the editing and the cuts, and then just the effects. It looks, you can tell it's Hollywood. Why do all these alien programs look Hollywood and shit? There's nobody who's a regular person like on YouTube, like I'm talking spiritual. You don't have a community of people who are talking aliens that they've seen it and they're showing pictures and shit. And even these professional people, when they go out and talk about it, they don't show no evidence and pictures. And mind you, we're in the social media age. Everybody and their mama is talking about social media. So don't forget that we're in the social media. Everybody has a camera. You got World Star and all this stupid dumb nigger shit out here. You know what time it is. How is it we're in this social media age and we're not able to see an actual alien? Something's fishy here. That's weird. Like, you tell me all this, and mind you guys, it's 2023. You gotta keep going. So in 6 months from now, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be like, what happened? It's been 6 months from August 4th, 2023. It's been 6 months. We in February. From August to February, why haven't I seen any evidence? And from February, I'm gonna question again. I'm gonna say, okay, we're in February, no evidence. It's 2024. The end of this is how you need to be with everything in life. Time is the thing that exposes everything. Always look at the time. People talking about the system this, the system that. Anunnaki coming back. Look at the time. The time. I remember back in 2017, everybody was saying in 2023, 2024, a apocalypse gonna happen, and people swore on their mama, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. They seen it, and they probably did see it, but they seen it in their fucking imagination because they imagined it. Like, it's funny how, like, when people are children, they tell you you have an imagination and you have a friend and the monster under the bed and you see all these things they say you do and shit. I never seen shit when I was a kid, but when you're a kid, they say you see all this shit. But it's funny how you got grown ass adults pretty much doing the same shit kids is doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas will talk shit about the Bible, but then go read an Aleister Crowley book and believe a Kraken or a Leviathan lives in a fucking sea. But then they'll say, oh, Jesus didn't walk on water. But some black people talk about that submarine. You know, remember the submarine where those fucking Masons got, they said those Masons died or whatever? I don't even want to, I'm not going to be disrespectful because I don't want to get the channel banned. But somebody said that fucking the reason the ship got destroyed was because of the Leviathan or a fucking Kraken, which is some occult monster, which is not even a monster. It's an allegory. And it's like, it's a symbolism. It's anthropomorphic. So it's describing something we experience every day. That's anthropomorphic. That's what allegories are. It describes something like we do every day. So it may be describing like the mind and how we have to wrestle with our emotions. So they put that as a monster, which is the Kraken. It's an allegory to like what we experience every day. That's what these shits is. These people, they think this shit is some fucking like actual fucking creature. See what I'm saying? They're fucking retarded. They're stupid, but you've never seen a creature in real life. You only can see it in your mind. So that tells you that it has nothing to do with this shit. Everything that's going on right now is going on 10,000 years ago, 1,000,000 years ago, because we're in this reality. It's nothing that was, oh, there was monsters, there was this, there is this. What we're going through now, what we've always been going through. Maybe our shapes and forms and our bodies look different because over time that shit changes, but we're doing the same shit. Nothing is really new. Shit is crazy, man. Like, and then you got so many people believing in this alien shit, man. It's like, I don't think I know anybody who doesn't believe in aliens, to be honest, except for you niggas on here who watch my channel, who subscribe. You guys are the only ones. Everybody in my real life, they believe in that shit. Everybody in my real life believes in fucking aliens. It's fucking ridiculous, man. That's what I'm telling you niggas. Like, we live in a retarded ass world. This is why this is that Saturn and Pisces. Like, it's the end of the world, man. Like, there's no going back. Like, it's the end. I've lost hope for humanity. If we actually take over and not allow the government to rule us, I'll be surprised at this point. Because I don't even know if we can eat. Because the reason why I say that I think the government's just going to win, at least right now, is not because of what they're doing. Because they're fucking retarded. But the thing is, you got so many retarded people that are under so much hypnosis that they're going to be the reason why shit is like the way it is. It's not really the government doing anything. It's just people are just so caught up in their hypnosis that you can't get them out of it. They're just so lost. So they're going to have to suffer in hell. And when I say hell, hell is not what you see. Like in a book, they show you hell is fire and people burning and monsters. That's the allegory. Hell is what we're all experiencing. Our mission is to bring heaven to hell. So even if you have a life that you like, that's still hell, but you brought heaven to hell. And that's part of the mission, is to bring heaven to hell. We're in hell. So this is why I say, like, niggas is they're just gonna be in hell, an even deeper stage to hell, because if you guys think it's bad now, if you don't wake up, it's just gonna get worse. And sometimes, like, they're making all this metaverse shit, and the way I look at it, like, I kind of can see why they're making the metaverse, because the way the world's going, people are going to need to be occupied in the metaverse, because people are going to be so depressed, so miserable, and so lost that they're going to need to be in the metaverse, because if you're not on no spiritual mission, there's nothing else for you to do but be in the metaverse. So if you're not spiritual, you better thank these niggas for making the metaverse to keep your stupid ass occupied. Because if you're not spiritual, don't think that you're gonna be living some fake spiritual life and everything's gonna just go. No, bitch, your ass is gonna be in the metaverse living all the shit you wanted to do. Pretty soon, you're not gonna be able to do it in real life. All those places you niggas want to go, all those bitches you probably want to fuck around the world, it's gonna be hard to do it, because they're gonna just have it on the metaverse, and you're just gonna be fucking some AI, or it's gonna be all digital and online and shit. They're gonna have technology, and then pretty soon it's gonna be like, you're gonna have so much credentials and money and paperwork just to travel and shit, and they're gonna make everything more convenient with metaverse. So, like, that's what I'm saying. You niggas better do what the fuck you niggas gotta do right now, because soon you probably won't even be able to do that shit, but on the metaverse. But I don't even give a fuck, nigga. I've been everywhere before, nigga. I'm an old ass spirit. I've done everything. I've done damn near everything, and I've been everywhere. This is why you think I have so much knowledge and intelligence, because I've fucking done everything. This is why I have a lot of dislikes. When you have a lot of dislikes, that means anything that you experienced a lot as a spirit, you don't like anymore, because you've done it a lot. So it manifests as you not liking it. I don't like a lot of shit. I don't like nothing. I hate this fucking planet. The only thing I could probably say I like is getting high. That was the only thing I liked. And I don't even like that, because I know it's not on my spiritual path. The only thing I give a fuck about now is my spiritual mission. If my spiritual mission means me having to like fucking cars, then I like cars. But it's not because I like cars, because I'm on my spiritual mission. You see what I'm saying? But the only thing I genuinely ever liked in life was to get high. That's the only thing I ever liked to do. But I realized probably around 2016 is when I started really realizing that I can do more shit. And then probably like a few years ago, I realized I can't even be getting high no more. Which I used to be high all the time. Like, the shit that I smoke now is nowhere near before. I cut back big time. I was like drinking and smoking like packs every fucking day. Like, it was crazy. But I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. Oh, come on, nigga. Fuck. I'm trying to charge my fucking phone and shit. Damn. Oh, man. So what's good with everyone? Yeah. I seen a motherfucking news van today. You know those news vans where they like cover stories and shit? I seen one this morning, right? And fucking I seen they were like the lady was talking and they were like filming some shit. I put my music hella loud and I drove hella fast by there. They hella like cut the scene. Like they cut like they were talking, but then they cut the scene. So like it doesn't get distracted. I pretty much disrupted that shit. Like good riddance. Get that shit out of here. Motherfuckers recording all this dumb ass. I don't give a fuck programming the people with that bullshit, that fake ass shit. It was an ABC van. Like the bitch was doing a fucking like interview or a news segment, and I just blasted my music and drove it. I did it on purpose. I think they probably knew I did it because you weren't. It was a one-way street. You weren't supposed to go that way, but I just went that way just so I can fucking blare my music hella loud. Yeah, fuck these niggas. That fucking bullshit programming. They lucky I didn't do worse. I should have got it on fucking camera. No, I ain't gonna do all that because that's like a federal agency. They motherfucker, they would just see me and they probably would have traced the video. I wouldn't do all that. Let's say I would have thrown something at the van. Like got like a fucking like an egg or a water ball or something in my car, just throw it at the van. But I don't know. They probably got those shits traced and they probably like because they know a lot of people don't fuck with those places, so they may be like surveilling those and looking at them a lot more. And plus, it was like 6 a.m, and I was like, I didn't feel like doing that shit. That shit's funny though. I should have went behind that shit and started dancing. Started acting hella silly. Yep, I got a lot. I got like over $200 in Pokemon cards today. Man, you guys don't even know those Pokemon cards. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but all you guys do want to make some type of money. Like those Pokemon cards sell quick. I probably made like close to $1,000 last week just selling those cards. Just going into those stores and taking them and selling them. Yeah, I'm gonna put some of that money on my remember the trading. I showed you guys the videos back in March. I was trading on the crypto exchange. I'm gonna put some more money on that, and I'm gonna start because I cut back on it because I was losing too much money because I wasn't doing it right. So I was losing too much. I was like, let me just stop. But then right now there's a program. It's like an AI bot. It's like an AI program. It tells you when to buy, and they say it's 85% accurate. I don't know, but I'm gonna try it out. It's like it costs like $70 a month. I'm gonna just probably pay the month for it. I really don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, like I used to spend my money on weed and everything, and since I'm quitting weed, I'm gonna have a lot of money because I don't like you guys know I don't like. I'll say like 90 to 95% of the products that I consume, I don't purchase. I just steal them. There are some things I buy, but that's the 5%. But most of my things I just steal. And since I'm not smoking and I don't eat as much, all my food I steal. I don't buy food at all. I steal. The only time I buy food is if I'm going to eat out. So that's the only time I buy food. But other than that, like chips, candy, everything, drinks, soda, I steal water, everything. I steal that shit. Case of water, everything. So I'm gonna have a lot of money saved up from this shit. So this is why like I'm gonna invest in this crypto thing and I'm gonna try to get my shit up because if you guys want to make some real quick money and get up quick, like financially, trading and crypto, that's gonna get your money up fast. I've seen people and I know people in my real life that built up their account to like over 1,000 in less than a month, and even higher than that. Like there's numbers I want to tell you, but if I tell you guys these numbers, you're gonna think I'm just bullshitting you because a lot of you guys are just so programmed. It's not your fault. You've been programmed to think that you can't do this. So I'm not gonna tell you some stuff that you gotta think, oh, I can't make that because you guys don't think. But once you do it, you see how easy it is. You just gotta like know what you're doing, because it's really, to be honest, I really don't even know how they're even allowing people to make money with this, because you got people slaving away and just doing all this like you got people slaving away and doing all this other shit, and then you got people on here just reading a screen and making $5,000 guaranteed every day. Like there's the way these niggas have it is like they're guaranteed to make money. Like it's not like, oh, these niggas might lose their money. No, these niggas is like they have so much money and energy invested into it a certain way where they're guaranteed gonna make 5 racks by the end of the week. They may lose like 20, 30, but then the amount they made is way more. So it's like it don't really matter. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how that shit is. Like the whole system of money though is all energetic. It has nothing to do with what you know or what you're doing. It all has to do with your frequency and where your spirit and your mind is at. If you're in a dark space, you can do everything a millionaire does. You can even go out and sell drugs and do whatever. It's gonna manifest as something going wrong because your spirit and your mentality is not in the right frequency that matches abundance. So you're faking you're a fake. You're a poser because you're doing the things that makes the money, but you're spiritually not there. So this is why you niggas gotta like get there spiritually. This is why I say don't worry about the money and all that other shit. I'm not saying just ignore it, but worry about getting your mind and your mental space right. And you'll know when that's right, because when that's right, you'll be a different person. You'll have to think about who you were. It's gonna be this is why it's a slow process. It's like seeing a 2-year-old grow up to be 15. You don't see him just grow up to be that tall. It's over time. So that's the spiritual healing process. Over time is slow, and then when it happens, you don't even really know it. Like, fuck. Yeah. So you guys, I'm just telling you guys some shit right here. See, most people won't tell you this. This is some shit you can go and use in your life right now. Get yourself in the right mental space. And how you get into a right mental space is you got to cut off certain desires. So you gotta stop smoking, or I gotta stop fucking jacking off or stop doing shit. So that's why I tell you, nothing is free. Remember, nothing is free. So all these stupid niggas think that, oh, like this is why I say life is never be too happy about life and never be too depressed. If you win $1 billion, don't be too happy. And when you lose $1 billion, don't be too depressed, because that's not what this reality is about. Because nothing is really, anytime you be too happy and you love something so much, the universe or the spirit will create a situation to make you really not like that shit no more. Like you may say, oh, I love this fucking this food. It's my favorite food. Or I love this fucking thing, or this thing is cool. But then you put too much love and emphasis on it, it'll show you situations and signs that you don't really fuck with that. Like that's how this, because it's trying to tell you don't be too invested into this illusion, because you're none of this. So when you hate too much and when you love too much, that's a problem. You have to keep it balanced. I'm not telling you guys I agree or I don't know. This is just how this reality is. This is how it is. I'm telling you the fucking rules. Like it's like me reading the rules to Monopoly. Do I agree? Do I like it? No, this is the shit it is. If I was a dumbass, I would tell you guys what I feel like should happen. Like all these stupid fucks out here, they feel like the world should be, and then they go and act like it, and then their reality doesn't show them confirmation that they're on something successful, because they're not in alignment with the energy. So you got to be in alignment with the energy. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna just see. Oh, I didn't even drop the link. Damn. Yeah, if anybody wants to join, and if anybody got any questions. Yeah, that's the link right there for anybody who wants to hit up the link. I'm gonna go online most definitely tomorrow and Sunday, because I know a lot of people, they work and they go to school and stuff, so more people might want to join. And one thing I noticed about YouTube views, is that's about energy too. It's not, don't give too much credence and energy on the Masons for controlling the algorithm, because I'll watch people and I will see people who used to have 1 million views or 100,000 subscribers or 100,000 views, and I'll see them when a year later, and they'll only have like 800 views per video on average, and they'll have like 100,000 subscribers, and I'll be like, how the fuck was this? And I'll go look on their about me section, and they'll say that this person has 10 million views. I'm like, so this person must have been getting views years ago. Why aren't they getting views now? And when I look at them 10 years ago, and when they were making videos, they have a different energy, they have a different look, and their face is structured in a certain way, and they act different. When they stop getting views, their energy is different, and it's an energy that the matrix and the system doesn't like, that energy. So by default, and it's not like the Masons are like, they go out there and they say, oh, we're gonna stop his views because he, no, this is some spiritual shit. So on a spiritual level, they're not matching the energy, and the Masons, they create like some type of like magical spiritual shit that if you tap into it, that we all have to tap into it, but if you're not matching the energy, it like creates blockages and shit. So like that's what I'm thinking, like what's going on with these people is that the people who like they fell off and they used to get big is because their energy is not on a certain frequency, or and it's not, they're not able to keep that subscriber base, because in order to have a lot of subscribers, you have to be on a certain frequency and have certain mind thought. They do this so they don't have certain people ruling over the largest amount of people. Like the spirit, the government, all these other entities, they want to make sure certain people are only ruling over certain people. So they try to make it, they try to put these like, damn, it's hard to bring to words, but they put these little energy things. I'm gonna just say energy things on a metaphysical level, where when you go out and you engage in life and you think a certain way, you by default interact with these things. And if you don't have a strong mind and you haven't really know how to like guard yourself, then it can manipulate you. If you guys see what I'm saying. Food does affect your energy. Food affects your energy. When I used to fast a lot, like on a daily basis, I notice when I'll eat, I'll feel depressed, miserable. I'll feel happy at first because like I'll satiate my hunger, but then I will feel depressed, and I feel down, and I feel sluggish and weak. I can't think clear. Like food when I say food, I'm talking about even organic apples. That shit is not healthy for you on a higher level. Obviously, if you're a fat ass and you need to lose weight or you got health issues, you need to eat healthy. You can't just go on a fast. So eating vegetables and vegan and raw diet, that's a stepping stone. That's not the end all be all. You got to remember that it's a stepping stone. You don't want to just think that, oh, I'm gonna just eat vegan all my life. You can if you want. I'm not hating, but what happens if the government tells you, oh, no more vegan and you got to grow your own food? And niggas talk about, oh, I'm gonna grow my own food. Like, nigga, do you have enough fucking space to even grow food you can eat for the rest of your life? Like, and what happens when you run out of food? Like the way the way the system here has it now, they have like a just-in-time delivery where food's always being delivered and it comes right when it ends. So, bitch, you don't even have the intelligence to even create a system like that. Your stupid ass will go and grow food the conventional way and fuck around and end up fucking up a crop, and now you don't have food to eat because your stupid ass don't know how to goddamn grow, because you think you like, that's how dumb people are. How about you actually know that maybe food isn't the end all, but if you want to partake in food, maybe look at it from a system level, like create your own system. You stupid niggas want to be like Nature Boy and go out living smelling like Dookie under the woods and shit, thinking you're somebody, thinking, oh, I'm out here. Like, nigga, that's not doing shit. You just going camping. The fuck? Anybody could go camping. I could go up to the fucking mountains and go camping. I can go not shower for 3 weeks and go camping, and that's not fucking spiritual, nigga. That's some dirty, nasty, smelly niggas that went camping on the trail. Nothing wrong with that, but call it what it is. Don't sit there and act like some fucking spiritual shit. But food does affect your energy. Food, yeah. If I were you, anybody watching this video, I would suggest you start weaning yourself off of food. Eat once a day, and if that's too much for you, then it's too much for you, and keep eating. But all you guys who know what's up and you want to better yourself and you like a challenge, I would suggest you wean yourself off of food and try to eat as less as possible and try to fast as much as you can whenever you can. I know this bullshit ass society tries to make you always in a rush where you can't fast. That's why you gotta get your body used to it so you can be able to fast for 3-4 days and still handle your business. Because the beginning, you guys say, "Oh, I get so tired." That's because you're in the beginning. Once you do it so much, you can fast for 4 days, and you can have a routine where you can fast 3-4 days and then take a break for 2 days, and then it's like you're eating because your body's so used to it. I was at that stage in 2020 and 2021. The reason I left, I'm not in that stage because I got comfortable and I thought that I will always be like that. But just like with anything in life, if you don't use it, you lose it. So, like, and it's not hard to get there. It's just the quickest way I got there was I did a 14-day fast, and after I did that 14-day fast, like the next fast I did was a 7-day fast, and that shit was easy as hell. Like, like a lot of you guys, like if you want to be able to do 2 days easy, do 4 days. Even if you feel like it's hard, do 4 days. Unless you're feeling sick or you feel like you gotta like throw up or some didn't eat. But if you could just push it, go to 4 days. And then if you can do that, then the next time you go, you'll be able to do 2 days like now. Like right, remember I did that 7-day fast? That was the first fast I did in like months. And I did 7 days last month. I'm about to do another 7 days real soon. I'm probably gonna because right now I'm really busy right now. Because I'm trying to get things moving and stuff. So I'm really busy. So I'm probably gonna do 2-3 days, and then once I build myself up, then I'll do 7. Because for me to do 7 at this point, I'll get kind of tired. But there was a time I was able to do. I wasn't getting tired to like day 13, 14. Like how I felt on day 7 is how I felt on day 14. There was a time. Yeah, even the cat's listening to it. Yeah. Oh man. Yep, that's what I'm saying. That you're supposed to feel high. It's not even high. Like you just feel alert. You just feel so alert. That's what you feel, which is like the high. Yeah. Usually when you fast for a long period of time, and I say probably upwards of 20 days, you'll start having spiritual experiences. You start dreaming more vividly. You'll start having communications with yourself, and you just have a lot more messages sent your way the longer you go on your fast. Especially once you get upwards of 20, that's when you really start getting. But yeah, fasting really can help you. Hold on, I'm gonna take a hit. I'm gonna go get my water. I'll be back, guys. You see how I spit that water out? Remember I told you niggas yesterday I don't drink water. Like I drink water, but I like when I hydrate myself, I when I drink water, it feels heavy on me. I don't like the way it feels. Like it's a burden. So like I just drink, I swallow very little, I switch, and that hydrates me. If I just start chugging this shit, it feels heavy and it's not satiating. The only time I can drink is if I'm like eating and if I'm eating food, then I'll drink something. And usually when I'm eating, I'll fucking drink like a soda or some shit. But I don't like I said, I can't really just chug water like that. Like if I just chug this shit, like people say, oh, you gotta drink water. I can't drink water because it feels heavy. Like, you know how you when you drink something unhealthy, you feel kind of like you know it's not healthy for the body. That's how I feel when I drink water. Because water is because I've been doing so much fast. Like all of 20, half of 2019, all of 2020, and about over a little over half of 2021, I was fasting like crazy. 2022 is when I slowed down. 2020 and 2021 is those are my years where I was just going hard as a motherfucker, doing that shit every day. Like there wasn't a week 2020 and 2021. Over half of 2021, I was not fasting. It wasn't no week. I was either doing a 3-day fast, and it wasn't a 1-day fast, and there wasn't none of that shit because I was in a situation where I was really sick, so I needed to fuck. I couldn't even really do anything. So that time I was having to do 3-4 days. My minimum was 3 back in the day, and that wasn't even shit because I was on the fasting forums, and I remember I used to troll the little fasting forums and shit. And then there'll be somebody, oh, I just finished it was some white girl. She was like, I finished a 5-day fast, and this is when I was like doing like my fucking 43s and my 20s, and I was like, that's all you did, bitch? Because I was hella angry, and I was just taking my anger out. I was like, that's all you did, you stupid bitch. It's only 5 fucking days. And like when I look back now, I'm like 5 days is a lot. I was just being an asshole back then. But that's a fucking lot. And it was like more than one because she was doing more. And she like a lot of the people in there were like very skilled and shit. But I was just but this shit was crazy. But I was doing my hella fasting back in the day. And I really want to get on it, but it's just right now, it's like there's a lot of things I'm doing. And it's like it's cutting in a way where I could only do 1, 2, probably 3-day fast. And I like doing long fasts, like 7 days plus. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put myself in a position where I'm gonna be able to do that. Because I'm already saving up money, and because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to put myself in a position I can develop my mind, and then I can develop my skill and my creative attribute, and then I can be able to like use that. But yeah, it was good with everyone. Oh yeah, it was good. It was good with it. When people piss me off or they do stuff unprovoked, yeah, for real. That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. I don't even attract I noticed like I don't attract people like that, but like I've noticed recently I've been kind of attracting people like that. Like they'll get in my way and then try to start some shit. Like I noticed I've been attracting that shit a lot lately. Like I don't attract it no more because I'm not gonna put it out there. Like I don't do it no more. This is pretense. So I don't want to just manifest anything in my life and you because I'm answering your question. So like what I do is like with these people is you gotta just ignore. Like don't give them eye contact unless you gotta talk to somebody and ask them a question or something. Don't give them eye contact. And every time somebody asks you a question or like they want your help, don't always feel like you need to respond to them. That's another thing that I had a problem with. It's like I'll feel like I'll need to respond. Like somebody asks me a question and you don't want to be rude, but then sometimes you don't need to give your energy because that's wasting your energy. And a lot of people are very toxic and they'll start shit like that, or maybe they won't start nothing, but it's like there's a whole bunch of subconscious cloud energies that will create and manifest situations that weren't gonna happen, but just because the way you think and your insecurities, you may create those. So sometimes you just don't need to even deal with people because like you'll end up thinking like, why is everybody the same? But in reality, it's like you may be in a mindset that's attracting these bitch nigga energy. And this is why like you need to just separate and just work on self and not even deal with people. That's why I don't even deal with motherfuckers sometimes because I already know like the mindset I'm in. Like well, I'm gonna tell you guys an example. Like you guys see, I steal a whole bunch of shit from Target, right? The times when I go and steal the most shit and I get away with it, those are the days when I'm angry as fuck and I'm pissed. Like I just went earlier today. I got like probably like $200 worth of cars. I was feeling angry today because my fucking antenna on the back of my car, that shit broke. It broke in the fucking car wash. I don't know. Last time it didn't break. I don't feel like getting into it, but I was just pissed about that and other shit. So I just went up in there. I stole hella shit and it was good. Tell me why, like fucking the other day, I was feeling the opposite and I was just like not happy, but I was just like in a normal mood. And I actually like, cause like me, I don't give a fuck. I'm like I don't care at a core level, and the spirit knows that I don't care. So it my depression and anxiety, it's forced upon me. So it's like I like when I experience depression, I know I'm not depressed, but I still have to feel it. So it's like it's forcing that shit on me. And one thing, hold on, guys. Somebody just sent me this message. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's somebody. I'm expecting a call from somebody. That's somebody called me. Yeah. What was I talking about, guys? Oh yeah, people piss them off, and yeah, I was answering this question. But yeah, you got like, anyways, guys. Like Jay said, like certain people, you just gotta learn to stay away from certain people if you're in a certain mindset. Oh yeah, I was talking about Target. Yeah, like when I go to Target, I feel a certain way, and like I felt the other way, and then when I went to the store, and I felt kind of like nervous, not nervous, but like I felt kind of like nervous. But when I feel nervous, it's like the universe is forcing me to feel nervous because deep down, like I'm like I have all this intellect and knowledge, and I know that is not me because you're not your emotions. But like the emotion is so strong, it forces me. So I have to fight the feeling, and it fucks with my like my movement. Like I'll move my hand, but I can't move it as much because the nervous system is being affected. So it play. Remember, where the mind goes, the body goes. So I notice when I'm feeling the universe will make me nervous and depressed, so I don't do certain stuff because I'll be going wild and I'll probably end up killing somebody or get killed. So it has to control me. So when I go and I feel nervous into these stores, and I still get the shit, but it'll be so hard to get it. There'll be people like following me. They're not following me like consciously because out here they can't follow you, or I'm accustomed to fuck out. But like they'll like it's like a subconscious program. Like you guys see the gang stalking, how they'll be in this position when you're here. Like it'll be shit like that, and then I gotta go, and it's harder for me to get the shit. Versus when I don't give a fuck, I will literally once I didn't give a fuck and I grabbed this shit and I said I told myself I was like I'm gonna go in here, grab it, and I'm gonna walk the fuck out. I don't care if they see me. I did that shit. Nobody see me. Right when I walked out, the lady's back was turned. The dude was in the back of the store. Nobody seen me. And then there'll be times I go out and I conceal items. And then when I'm not feeling like I don't give a fuck, then it'll be like a situation where motherfuckers like looking at me. They may not come and say nothing, but they'll just look at me like they knew I took it, but they didn't. Yeah, Shadow Mercury retrograde. I don't want to say anything about it. I don't want to say it's going to be. At the end of the day, Mercury retrograde is going to be good for me. You got to learn to start speaking positive. Don't think of it as going to be negative. Anything that you may think is negative is not negative. It's something to learn so you can learn from and make you grow. So at the end of the day, anything that happens is going to be positive. Speak that. Don't look at it like it's going to be this because you don't want to speak that into your reality because you say like Mercury retrograde, you got to be careful. But then at the same time, you might find $10 on the ground during Mercury retrograde because somebody else was experiencing Mercury retrograde and they lost $10, and then they're probably, oh, I lost $10 just because of Mercury retrograde, but you found their $10, so their loss was your gain. So you got to think of it like that. So even the cat is getting the information. The cat knows what I'm saying. It goes into his mind. He knows. That's why it's a smart cat. They said a black and white cat, they call them tuxedo cats. They said those cats are the smartest cats out of all the breeds. Kind of funny because I tell you guys I'm the smartest nigga. And I'm hell into, I have intellect. And it's funny how they said that cat is the smartest cat out of all the breeds. The tuxedo cat is the most intelligent one. And they already say cats are the most conscious, like close to humans. So that cat's breed is the most intelligent out of all the cats. So that cat is fucking already smart. But I already knew that because that's why it was attracted to me. Because it attracted, I attract intellect. Yeah, it's always a good time to be fasting. It's never a time to not be fasting. Never a time to not be fasting, to be honest. To be honest, the body's supposed to always be in a continuous state of fasting. That's the normal state for the body. All this eating and shit it was programmed. The human body that we have right now is no like you see a cat, that's a domesticated animal. They created it and they did shit to it, and it's like I don't want to say they did anything to it. It's just programming, epigenetics, where like over time shit changes, and then not to mention we're human beings. We're fucking like we're like mutts. Just like a cat is like a mutt. It's like that's human beings. We're domesticated. We're not a real human. A cat is not a real lion. A dog is not a real wolf. A man, a woman is not a real man and woman. Yeah, we're all domesticated. Why you think you have to fucking have shelter that's so like you get cold so easy, you get sick, you can't do this, that. Yep. But that shadow Mercury retrograde, all I gotta tell you guys is it is what it is. At the end of the day, Mercury retrograde happens every 3 months. It's gonna happen until you die every 3 months. So you might as well get used to it. It's gonna be here. Because it doesn't have to be bad, really. It may be inconveniencing, but like I said, if you're on the mission, you're not gonna look at things the same way. When you're on a mission, you don't really give a fuck about things happening in your life, good or bad, because you know everything that happens, you're still on the mission, and that's the only thing that's important. Because if you could have the best life in the world, if you went on the mission, you got to burn in hell when you die. And when I say burn in hell, I'm not talking about the fire in the Bible. You gonna go to a place, you're gonna come back here, but then you're gonna have to experience like your desires and shit. Like you know when you guys see like I don't really want to say too much shit because I don't want to like put too much fear into you guys, but yeah. Just know that you just want to just be on your path. It's not really fear, but I just don't. There's no point really saying it. Just be on your path, really. Because it's really don't be like scared. Like oh, something's gonna happen. Like all you gotta do is just do what you have to do. The main problem that you guys have, and like the reason I say you guys have, because the reason you're attracted to this channel and you watch my videos every day, it's not like you just watching it because you just it's something that connects spiritually. So that's what I'm saying. Like you probably going through the same shit I'm going through. That's why I tell you what I'm going through. Because a lot of you guys are living for your desires. A lot of you guys are living for your desires. So once you stop living for your desires, then the only thing to live for is spirituality and your truth or your mission. Then once you're only living for your mission, you don't give a fuck about nothing but the mission because there's nothing else to give a fuck about. Because you stop caring about the shit you cared about. The only reason you're not on where you want to be is because you guys there's something that you love doing that you don't want to stop because it's too comfortable. But and so you're pretty much living your life for that comfort. But once you stop that, then you straight, and then the only thing you care about is your spiritual path. But yeah. Damn, that's one person. I put this link, man. Nobody wants to join the link. It's fucking crazy. I'll come on tomorrow. Maybe some people will be on Saturday. I just feel like my videos are just have a like that people are just scared to join my channel. because I'm not a fucking stupid idiot like most of these stupid niggas out here. Like most people are very stupid, so you can go and join their channel and fucking like, yeah, they just don't like the energy. That's all it really is. Because I don't even care if the trolls come, to be honest. Because I remember, and the reason I said it, because I used to be on YouTube before I was speaking spiritual, back in like back in the day. I used to be on it, and I used to have a lot of trolls. I had more views. Well, not even that. I had the same. I had less views than I had on my No Fake channel, but I still had like a little bit more views than what I have right now. And I had hella trolls, but the shit I was talking about was nothing. So they were able to attack the insecurities, and I felt some because when I was back in the day where I had a lot of people trolling me and shit, I was like hella insecure, and I gave a fuck what people thought. So therefore, the reality showed people saying that. But once I stopped giving a fuck, and I'm not just saying it. Like I just showed it in my actions, and because where the mind goes, the body goes. So when you really don't give a fuck, it shows in the way you move, the way you talk, the way you just handle yourself, and people pick up on it. So therefore, they like, okay, I can't fuck with that nigga. And then the people who do, I'm not saying people aren't gonna fuck with you no more, because they're still gonna fuck with you. But the people who fuck with you is gonna be a different type of fuck with. So when you like insecure and they fuck with you, it's a certain type of they fuck with you. But when you got your shit right and they fuck with you, is they gonna fuck with you out of a respect subconsciously, because they gonna know that it's a battle. Like when you insecure and you feel so they can pick up on that, and they're like, oh, we gotta fuck with them. But if they know you strong, then they're gonna be like, they're gonna be kind of like have their shields up while they're fucking with you. So people still fuck with you, but they're gonna be kind of like scared while they're doing it. It ain't gonna be the same way. They're not gonna be like, it's not gonna be like no easy ass cake, like somebody who just can't defend themselves. And then they'll know it. They're not gonna show it because they don't want to look like a bitch. So they're gonna probably act tough, but they deep down they scared. Versus the person who they know is gonna be different. You'll be able to pick up on that energy. It's like, think of it like this: if you don't give a fuck about yourself, look at you wearing a big sign in the spiritual realm saying, "Nobody respect me." You don't know you're wearing it, but you're wearing it, and then spiritually, that's how they respect. That's how they doing, and then it manifests physically as you attracting these fucking idiots. Because like deep down, you don't feel confident about yourself, even though you may say it and you may try to act like it. From a core root level, you don't feel it. You just acting like it, or you just thinking it, because you haven't actually done the energy work to really remove the shit. So it's like you can watch my videos and you understand it and you see, but you haven't done the energy work and clean the energy. So it's hard to apply what I'm telling you, because you haven't really removed all the trauma and the energy and done what you needed to do and leave certain desires. Everyone's different. Yep. Yeah, he's just chilling over there. You guys see him? He's like right there. Yeah. He's asleep. He's tired. And a lot of the reason why a lot of you niggas is depressed is because the spirit is making you depressed. It's not like really something's like happened to you. Like, yeah, something happened to you and you got stuff you got to release, but a lot of this shit is like let me put it this way. Let's just say you have blockages you got to release. If you release those blockages, but you still don't get the lesson, the spirit will still make you depressed. And I'm going to tell you an example. This is what happened to me in 2019. In April 4th, 2019, I was remember I was going to the chiropractor. I was going for years. And in April 4th, 2019, like that week, I had like a conscious shift. And I started seeing everything from at that point I was calling it 5D. I was like, oh, I can see everything 5D, but I was just at a higher awareness state. And I was seeing that shit. And then literally like 2 days later, not even 48 hours later, that's when I started dealing with my tooth infection. And I did all the energy work to get to a certain state, but I wasn't in the right mind. So something else replaced it. And then now I'm going through this shit and I'm just getting out of this. Like I'm probably like 90%. I'm just getting out of this. And it was like 5 years later. And I feel like it's taking hell a lot longer because it's like I'm not getting the memo. Like the spirit is making it take a long time, so it's making me depressed and having these problems deliberately to hold me back because I'm not getting the lesson. Because you can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to release the blockage and do whatever," but then you don't change mentally. Like it's going to create another situation to take its place for the shit you just healed. So it's like, that's why I say, like, nothing is free. Everything you got to work for. Nothing is not, this shit ain't sweet. It's not no fun and games. You don't control your life like you think you do. You do, but you don't. So this shit is real. So I'm telling you guys this because it's not about, oh, I want to do this, and this. I want to complete my spiritual mission so I can have a blissful experience and have fun and relax. That's not how this shit is. It's not like that. There's going to be times you have nice experiences and shit, but then that's not all the fucking time. That's the real shit about this, because this life ain't even really about what you guys think it is. Like about having fun and loving people and all. That's not what life is. It could be, but life can also be about your ass fucking. You guys see all the fucked up shit going on. I don't have to say anything. I'm not trying to get this channel banned. These bitch ass niggas want to ban my channel and shit. So I can't really go all fucking psycho like I usually do. Yeah. Shit. I probably gotta get offline for a little bit. Just go rest for a little bit. I don't even really mind being online, to be honest. To be honest, like if I'm not doing anything with business, making money, I don't mind being online all day. I'd rather like unless I'm out here trying to hustle, make money, or do something, then I'll go out there. But if I'm just chilling, I don't mind being online. Cause this life really ain't shit really. I can't get high no more. Like I'm done with that. Like I already told you guys I was done with that, but then I fucking relapsed on that shit. And like I'm literally done with this pack right here. And I don't give a fuck if you don't believe me. I already know I'm done with this shit. And since I know I'm done with it because I'm gonna be saving a lot of money, and I'm trying to save my money right now. And you guys know I steal 95% of the products I consume, so I already have a lot of money saved up. And weed is just a waste of money. Like I spent $40 on this little ass shit, and I'm almost done. And I got it yesterday, so like, and it's weird. Like usually I get the oils, but I didn't want to get the oils because the oils aren't healthy. Because I got butane, and then the healthy oil is the rosin, and that shit's expensive. I'm not paying $60 for some fucking weed for a carton. They do that shit on purpose. They put the rosin, which is the healthiest oil. It has no chemicals in it other than the weed, and then the other shit they'll sell it cheap. And then the other shit they'll be like, well, it only has a little bit of butane in it. It's not enough. Just shut the fuck up, nigga. If I get my shit and I sprinkle it on your fucking tacos, it's only a little bit of shit. It's not like, shut the fuck up, dumbass. You're not gonna want to eat it. Stupid ass thing. Or just a little bit. Sprinkle some fucking semen on your fucking goddamn clothes and shit. It's just a little bit of semen. People are dumb. I don't get it, man. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna end this live stream though. And I'll probably come on a little later if anybody wants to go live and shit. I'm gonna be on tomorrow and most likely tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this shit. Peace.